Hey YouTube, how's it going? I'd like to kickstart the commentary by going over the Armoured Kill trailer that was released about 4 days ago. And what I want to do is just offer my opinion and my thoughts on what I think of the trailer and what you can expect to find in the Armoured Kill DLC when it is released in September 2012. So look, we'll get started. What I want to talk about first is Armoured Kill's promise of the biggest map in Battlefield history. And to me that sounds something really good, but it also sounds like it'll have some downsides as well. First off, the biggest map in Battlefield history will allow many more flanking opportunities, but also allow you to not be stuck in one section of the map all the time. It'll allow you to travel all around the map, have a different change in scenery, have different battles in different locations and strategize in different areas. Operation Metro doesn't have that luxury, for example. Operation Metro, you're in a big tunnel in Paris and always fighting over the B flag. Period. That's Operation Metro down to a T. Armoured Kill, the largest map in Battlefield history, I don't think it's going to suffer from that problem. It's going to have, a lot of different opportunities to do a lot of different vehicle-based tactics. It'll require a lot of teamwork, which is always something welcomed in the Battlefield series. I personally enjoy a lot of teamwork, because it doesn't solely base the pressure on you. Everyone around you contributes, everyone gets a share of the victory spoils equally. But, with randoms and all that, yada yada yada, that usually doesn't happen, but that's for another day. The disadvantages, and this is probably something that's always going to be on my mind prior to the release of Armoured Kill, will be that a lot of the people are going to be stretched out. What I mean by that is console only supports 24 players. You're on one team, you can kill a maximum of 12 enemies. With Carg Island, for example, we'll use that as an example. A lot of the infantry are very spread out. They're very stretched. You'll find that there are 2 jets, 1 chopper. That leaves, 4 people in air vehicles. You're left with 8 people on the ground running between all the objectives. 8 people is not a lot. Not enough for Carg Island. Carg Island would benefit more from having about 20 people each side rather than 12. And with having the largest map in Battlefield history and still only supporting 12 people, I think that one of 2 things could possibly happen. One, you could have the infantry stretched out, leaving very sort of minor battles everywhere, which will last for a few seconds and whatnot. Or they'll take the Operation Firestorm tactic and plant all the flags in the center to keep the action close. Both of those are not really what I want out of the largest map in Battlefield history. What I want is a balance between being in a large open map but always feeling as if you're in the action. I don't want to be in an Abrams or one of the new tanks like the 2S25 Sprite, which it is called, and just be driving around on all the terrain constantly, just capping a flag, no one's there, drive to another flag, cap it. I don't want it to be the heavy metal of Battlefield 3. Heavy metal, some enjoyed. Me personally, it was just a large bore. It was always just driving around, and really the only thing that made heavy metal fun was the fact that you could launch quad bikes all over the map with 18 mines. To me, that was the best thing about heavy metal. Apart from that, it wasn't too great. So I hope that when we do get access to the largest map in Battlefield history, that they have taken into consideration all these factors and are able to produce a really good, solid, enjoyable Battlefield map. If they can balance both the action and the large scale, I will be very content. I'll be very happy with the DLC, and I'll probably be playing it for quite a bit of time, more so than Close Quarters. So anyway, if you look on the wiki, you can see that the wiki does state what exactly you will find in the Armoured Kill DLC. So you'll find that the Armoured Kill DLC will include 4 new maps. It will include the biggest map in Battlefield history, and will also include 5 new vehicles. One of the new vehicles it'll include is quad bikes, something I absolutely loved in Bad Company 2. They were always fun to drive, always good for flanking opportunities. And the mobile artillery is also very interesting. I think the mobile artillery seats one person only. It is portable, obviously, because, it is a mobile artillery. And it seems like it's going to be the ultimate tank destroyer. And rightfully so. If it's Armored Kill and is focused on vehicle-based gameplay, you're going to need something that will take out tanks. And I think the mobile artillery and the AC-130 are going to do really good jobs of that. So they're the things I'm looking forward to, especially the AC-130. That's another thing I am looking forward to. The AC-130 is a non-pilotable air vehicle, so that means when you go in, it will be guided on rails. And it will consist of 2 seats for gunners. And the wiki also states it will have a paradrop slot that is always open to deploying. So I assume it's just going to be one spot to deploy in, and then you can choose which gun you want to go in. The trailer does show an anti-air gun being used, and it also shows a cannon that is directed at ground units, including tanks and infantry. So the thing about the AC-130 that I want to suggest first is it does seem as if it will be focusing on team play. The fact that DICE has chosen the pathway for the AC-130, if they've done it correctly, you'll find it circling very key points around the entire map, namely around all the flags. And I hope that it will allow even randoms to get the concept of, the enemies are at the flags, your aircraft is at the flag, you've got a limited window of opportunity to take out all those enemies. And I hope that does motivate them to, help out everywhere. So, apart from that, I also think the AC-130 is going to be a huge air magnet. It's going to attract every bloody air vehicle to it. I mean, you can even see in the trailer, 2 jets are teaming up on it. That's not even including the attack choppers and the scout choppers, It can be something, if it's overpowered, something that's always going to be targeted. And I think, and I hope at least, that DICE has considered some defensive measures with the AC-130. I mean, at least having a very strong defense, like, for example, the Amtrak, right? Not exactly the best tank, but the defense on that thing is dominating. If anything, if it goes head to head with an Abrams, it has a very good chance of taking it out. And I hope the AC-130 is like that. I don't think it'll be repairable, but, that's the cost of having an air vehicle that focuses on both air vehicles and infantry. So, I'm definitely interested in that. That is one of the first things I will be trying, as I'm sure other people are going to be thinking as well. The Armoured Kill DLC will also include a tank superiority mode. From me, I haven't really looked into that game mode, because I just recently found out that it will include a new game mode, but I think that's going to focus on, from just speculation and random guesses, that tank superiority is going to be some sort of tank deathmatch, I guess. It's going to be something to do with tanks conquering each other. I know superiority is a form of authority, so, it's going to be something like that. And the DLC will also come with 5 new assignments. The assignments, I don't know what exactly we will be unlocking. I don't know if you can unlock a new vehicle. I mean, how do you have a public vehicle that is only accessible to those with the assignment? Is it going to be, for example, let's say you need to unlock, just for example's sake, the Abrams. So if an Abrams is in a parked position, is it the fact that you can't enter it until you complete that assignment? Because if so, if that is the way it's going to be done, then that's really going to break up the gameplay. And it'll be a while before everyone is able to complete the assignments and then have a very balanced game. Because a lot of the people now are the rank of Colonel, but there are still people out there who are, rank 8, rank 30, below 45. and I'm sure that they won't have the new assignments done, and you're always running into them. So I don't know how that's going to work. I'm interested to see how it works. Also, a big thing for console, PC has 7 flags, console has 5 flags. And some may be disappointed at the fact we have less flags. Personally, I think it's better because, again, you're going to have more tighter gameplay. But I do hope that with the 5 flags they are able to do a sort of Wake Island thing. Wake Island with 3 flags was absolutely terrible, but when they introduced 5 flags, it was really, really enjoyable. So, I hope they do learn from all the community feedback that has been given, because there has been a lot of feedback given, and I hope they do take it all into account when they, or when they have, I guess, they've already completed it, developed the Armoured Kill maps. And snow maps also make a return into Armoured Kill, something that I really do enjoy, something that I've always loved in Bad Company 2, because it is a different setting. And when you see the scene where the 2 jeeps are chasing, not only does the snow make it look really, really badass, but the fact that when they are shooting the rock, you can actually see pieces of the rock breaking off. And it's good to see that they still have used the destruction from, close quarters and have implemented it into Armoured Kill. So there's always going to be shrapnel everywhere. You'll see rock chunks falling off and dirt flying everywhere, and that's something, I really do like to see. The fact that they have gone to the detail of implementing that things, those little subtle things that really make the DLC. So anyway, you can see here they've got the map names. They've got Bandar Desert, Alborz Mountain, Death Valley, and Armored Shield. Those are the 4 maps that will be available. So anyway, that's really my thoughts on Armoured Kill, just a bit of information, everyone. I will be releasing a video of Armoured Kill as soon as possible when it's released, because not everyone has Battlefield Premium, and I'm sure a lot of people do want to see what they can be expecting in Armoured Kill, and to, sort of decide whether it's worth paying more money for another DLC pack. I'll also put a review video after I've put that gameplay video up, weighing the pros and cons of Armoured Kill, and, having a very neutral objective about the DLC. And hopefully, you guys do look at that, make up your minds about it, and yeah, I hope it does help you out in the future. So look, I'll end this commentary here. I thank you for watching it. Leave a like if you liked it, and subscribe if you want more. Thank you very much.